Hello, we have arrived at the commencement of another week. Easing our way in with a little free will Monday. But the moon's in Libra, but then it's a waning moon. So it's a kind of calmish energy. Is the moon happy in Libra? Kind of ish. It's a tiny bit gladiatorial. It's an aesthetic moon. I know it sounds mad, but if you just want to have a really cool haircut and to walk out that hairdresser going, finally, I have a beautiful haircut. I'd go and get my haircut on Monday. So it's pretty chilled. Should get quite a bit done. It's kind of just a relaxing day, really. But it is free will. They're not playing. The Libra moon is all about making things beautiful, making yourself beautiful, making everything beautiful. If you want to have like an ornate, beautifying day, Monday the 20th of January. So we zip from pretty zen, beautifying Monday, 20th, to the 21st. All action today. Got a conjunction and a square. Start off with the Sun conjunct Pluto. Very powerful little conjunction there. Very powerful. Sun, essence of you, Pluto, deconstruct, reconstruct. First thing Tuesday, 21st thing, okay, what am I not happy about in my life, about me in my life, in what area? Because if I'm going to reconstruct it from a deconstructed, non-working perspective, I want to do it today. That is Sun conjunct Pluto. Also, today, we have Mercury square the wonderful Chiron. Mercury square can sometimes be a little tricky, having just realized that I'm going up to London on Tuesday. I've just booked a ticket. So that without looking at what was going on Tuesday, wouldn't really ordinarily travel on a Mercury square or opposition day. And I have, armed with the knowledge that was at my disposal, and I've just booked the ticket. There is always an element of trickery when it's Mercury square. So it's not just travel, it's communication, it's documentation, it's contracts, it's networking, it's all these wonderful things. That's why it's actually not a bad day to go up to London, because it's about networking. So networking, contracts, resolutions to ongoing situations, etc., etc. So when it's square, it has the ability to be a little bit volatile. Try not to be volatile, be more measured. You harness the energy. Don't go aggressive. The energy is at your disposal. Just don't over-energize it. So it's very cool in any area of life because Chiron is positive across the board. So you can really make progress on this day courtesy of the Mercury Chiron combination. It's square, so harness the energy, but don't push it. Don't force it on this day. That's the message of that little aspect. Don't push your luck. It's Wednesday 22nd, beautiful day. Beautiful day, probably the nicest day this week. Venus semi-sextile, Chiron, bit of a Chiron theme this week. Really, really positive. Chiron will assist you in any area of life. This is Venus, so this is love and money. Semi-sextile, 30 degrees, super positive. I've met someone. I fancy them so much. It's ridiculous. So, I want to find out more about this character. When's the best day to go on our first date? Wednesday, the 22nd. Please, fiscal. Venus is a fiscal planet. You can sign off on as many financial areas of life as you wish on Wednesday. Chiron, massively benefic across all areas of life. Venus, fiscal, semi-sextile, positive energy. Bring on the contracts, sign for the house, buy this, buy that. Just, yeah, all good. All things financial bode well. There are no guarantees in life, right? You may buy a dud, you may sign something that turns into a nightmare, but for the most part, you know, if you're going to sign, buy, purchase, invest, speculate, Wednesday, 22nd of January. Good day for it. This is a very interesting day. All about Mercury today. This is Thursday, 23rd of January. Mercury Day. Part 1, Mercury trine Uranus. It's like the best day to network. A really, really, really one of the best days of the year, if you like. You'll meet the people on this day, if you network, that can change your life forever. It's really powerful and really, really positive. Can't have enough meetings with enough interesting people on this day. And the more like offbeat and the more left field the characters you meet are, the more potential, because Uranus is all that. The people that are great at changing things up, coming at you with really innovative conceptual ideas, that kind of day. Then Mercury opposite Mars. So alluding to the previous statement, don't push it. When you can't, with Mercury and networking and contracts and all these sorts of things, if you're like, right, you wake up, I'm going to sign this contract today, I'm nailing it today, right? Having that attitude today, fatal. Mercury opposite Mars, okay? It can get too volatile, too forceful, too pushy. You're going to lose, right? So just don't push your luck, okay? If something's meant to happen, it will. Don't push it. So many meetings with brilliant people, but don't push your luck at the other end of the spectrum. Friday, 24th, rather like this day. It's a free will Friday. I love a free will Friday. It's great. It's rock and roll. And the moon's in Sag. It's a bit wild. Moon in Sag. So it's a waning moon. So it's a kind of chilled moon. It's a kind of happy-ish moon. And the moon is happy in Sag. Absolutely. It's a happy moon. It's a wild moon. It's a reckless moon. It's a Friday. It's free will. It's the kind of day, literally, when you will wake up on Saturday morning, look to your left and think, what happened? But then look again and think, well, fun by the looks of things. It's that kind of free will Friday. You can't have enough fun, can't be wild enough, can't be decadent enough. It's just, especially if you worked your absolute bollocks off during the week. We all know that the best nights are the ones that start off with your best mate saying, do you fancy a quick drink? And they say, yes. And that's at like 6:30 p.m. And at 6:30 a.m., they're saying, what do you want? So I'll get it. Everyone. It's that kind of thing. That was my impersonation, probably of me when I was 21. I've matured. Saturday, 25th, beautiful day. Wednesday was a beautiful day, but this is also a pretty damn cool day. It's Venus, Trine Mars. It's just great energy. It's money, it's money, love, sport, best buddy type energy. Yesterday, Friday, was kind of just reckless spontaneity. This is just organized joy, organized fun. And the best people to be around on days like this are your best friends. Not necessarily your partner, just your best buddy. I just want to hang out, see where it goes, chew the fat, have fun. Venus is relationships, but it's friends, it's family, it's personal, it's work colleagues. This is like a best buddy day. Happily, we have made it to Sunday. It's actually positive energy again. So we'll start with the MN, which is Mercury, sextile, Neptune. Sextile is so positive. Mercury is kind of networking, but networking with a kind of your ethereal friends, your spiritual friends. It's going deep within yourself on a sort of ethereal, spiritual level. Like deep down, what is it I want? What is it I desire? What do I want out of life on a very deep level? Hang out with your ethereal friends, your spiritual friends, the ones that say, well, have you considered this? Have you thought about this? Are you happy, dear friend, with where you're at in life? Have you thought about your well-being and what it is you want? That kind of buddy will be helpful for you today. So that's Mercury sextile Neptune. We've also got VU, which is Venus sextile Uranus. I think it's a kind of like new relationship or kind of new friendship type energy, because Venus is just like, it's love, especially when it's sextile. I always regard the sextile, semi-sextile and sextile as being very much associated with sex and love and having fun and joy. So Venus sextile Uranus is a perfect day if you spend it with somebody who you find irresistibly attractive, who you love unconditionally. And when you look at them from an intellectual perspective, you fall to your knees with absolute admiration. Beautiful, really great energy, really. It's all about you, whether it's about evolving yourself spiritually or just like literally spending the day with like, gosh, I've just spent this whole day and evening and whatever with an individual who I regard as having every single thing that I would want in a fellow human being. I had it, I experienced it, and if I never experienced it again, I will thank Venus sextile Uranus for that moment in time. If you loved or enjoyed or liked to a degree my iterations, ramblings, musings, etc., please do continue to subscribe and or follow, because as I always say, without you guys, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. End of story. It is a two-way gig. Therein, I wish you nothing but joy, and until next week, au revoir.